Hello, everyone. Welcome to Swindler's Den, and it's Wednesday again. It is now time for Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Uh, we're down a person tonight. Dyto will not be joining us tonight because she has pre occupations, pre things she has to do. So it's boys' night here on Icewind Dale. Let's start by introducing our players. We start with Grizlocke.
Hello. I have to put up with players shifting their camera over 5 feet and then me having to adjust in the middle. Just joking. I play Orlin, the half-orc wizard, and let's kick some butt and not die to the fucking lottery.
Next, we have Bumbleskum.
Hey, it's your boy Bumbleskum. I play Heinlein Sworn Sword. That's all.
We have TommieTaco.
Hi, I'm TommieTaco. I play Zavros Winerin, the half-elf ranger, here on Rime the Frostmaiden. You can also find me on Sunday on another campaign that Grizz is currently running.
And we have Dr. Phage.
Hello! Now I'm playing Sister Leliana, the Dragonborn cleric, because I can't just keep one character. It's okay.
And let's do a little recap of the last time. Our group had escaped the blizzard, but unfortunately Axel stayed behind with Shinar, their mummy companion. But the rest of the group made it to Bryn Shander and were able to enter the walls after hearing some kind of crazed person tried scaling the walls, shouting about some kind of demonic lord. They entered and then went into the inn/tavern. That is, of course, a cool name that everybody remembers all the time, constantly. I should know this, and I don't even know why I thought of bringing up the name. The North Look, the most prominent inn and tavern where all the adventurers gather to try and see if they could find the killer that they were searching for, Cephag. Once there, Heinlein decided to bring the Axe Beaks to a house where some of his compatriots were living, to keep them there instead of bringing them to the stable. He got some help from a couple of local to-be adventurers, and they headed off down the streets as the rest of the party went into the tavern. After talking a little bit and getting some drinks, they saw Cephag looking at them from across the room. Heinlein did make it eventually to the house, and after taking some time to himself in his room, he found that everybody that he knew from his homeland had been assassinated in their sleep. He quickly set off to finish the job of killing Cephag, found the rest of the party, and headed off with Celeste to find where Cephag had gone to. Orlin talked with Zavros for a moment before Zavros passed out from drinking a little too much, and Orlin went off to follow after Heinlein and Celeste. They went through the streets shouting for Cephag to come out, and not too long they passed the House of the Morning Lord, where our cleric's sister Leliana was outside closing up for the day. They passed by her, leaving her very confused, and as Orlin also approached, causing more confusion, but decided to be a good idea to have a cleric come with them in case things went south. They ended up finding Cephag and marching him outside the walls of Bryn Shander, where they engaged him in combat and were finally successful and defeated and they killed the murderer. And that is where we ended last session. So, currently, the Celeste, Orlin, Heinlein, and Sister Leliana are outside of the walls of Bryn Shander. The body of Cephag is burning because Orlin put a bonfire on it. And that is where you are now. Is Heinlein passed out or no?
Yes, he is unconscious.
Okay, and Heinlein is also unconscious.
Right. Thank you for your help with all of this.
Does this happen often? And I just kind of motion to Heinlein passed out in the snow after this battle.
What do you mean by this?
Just, him just dropping unconscious, seemingly for no reason. He's doing fine, and then just kind of boop.
No. It usually follows some sort of knock on the head or trauma.
Also, the orc ghost.
Yes.
Just what's that situation as well?
So you saw it.
Yeah, it's hard to miss. Giant, broken open chest. Killed the dude that we were trying to kill. You were trying to kill? Or was I trying to kill him? Doesn't matter.
You know, I'm not too sure. It's shown up a few times, helping me and my friends, and, can't quite place why, but, seems to be of assistance whenever we need it.
Okay, then. That's interesting.
Do you mind doing me one more favor?
What?
Can you help me drag him back in?
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, you begin to drag Heinlein in. Celeste is like holding his feet while you two grab his arms. She's not lifting him at all. She's just trying to help. To pull him back towards the closed doors to the walls around Brynchander.
Hello, we're back.
Oh, where's your friend you brought out with you?
He decided to leave town.
Roll a deception.
Okay, this is gonna go bad. 16. Okay, that's not that bad.
Is that, well, I suppose, at least if anything went bad, you did outside the walls. I can't really do much about it if you did. The doors begin to open for you. As you walk through the doors, the guards a couple of guards are standing there. Oh, I see you, you have something here to deal with right now, but, sister, we were actually looking for someone of your divine knowledge, possibly help us try to identify something.
Yes, of course. Let me take care of my charge here, and then I'll return to assist you with this divine matter.
Alright, yes, get anyone the guards, we've all been told, so we'll bring you down to the town hall. Actually, it's probably not the town hall, but we'll tell you where to go once you come back.
Well, we'll talk when I show back up.
Yes. And you continue to carry Heinlein through the streets. Where are you guys going? Remember, you came in through the east gate just now.
I would assume just back to the where we have the beds, the tavern. Northlook.
Yeah, Northlook. Yep. All right, you guys drag the streets to the Northlook, and you get a lot of weird looks as you make your way through and into the tavern.
I just say, oh, he's had a lot to drink.
Oh yeah, we've been there. And you guys can bring him up to the room, because you guys pay for individual rooms for everybody, so you'd have a room for him as well that you can put him in. And what are the rest of you doing with your? It is getting pretty late at this point, so up to you what you guys want to do.
I'm gonna put Heinlein in his bed. I can take it from here.
What bed?
Do you not have a bed? Oh, sorry. Oh, because you didn't have a room there.
Nope.
All right, I'll put you in my room. It's
Everyone
even
has a
worse.
room there.
I think that room paid for
Everyone.
everybody, right?
Everyone
you
has
went-
a room.
Zavros
Yep.
ended up getting everybody a room. All right, I put him in his own room
Oh,
then.
okay.
And if Leliana, leaves, before she would though, I'd be like, if you'd like to meet me back downstairs, I can buy you a drink for all the help.
Won't take the drink, but I will take a conversation about this whole situation.
Perfect. I'll be right down. Yeah, I'll put Heinlein on the bed. Does he have clothes under his armor? I just want to make sure. Like, if I was to take off his armor,
Yes.
he wouldn't be naked.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take his armor off of him because you can't really sleep comfortably in that, or else you get exhaustion. And I want to check his chest and see if he has a giant wound on it.
He does not.
Okay. Sorry. Didn't get the death you were seeking yet. I'll leave to go downstairs.
You slap him in the face like you did last time.
No, I only do that to Zavros.
What, you slapped him in the face
I
whenever
slapped him in
you
the face?
healed him? Yeah, whenever he's like, he's a fighter, and you like smacked him in the face when Sephic fucked him up.
Oh, yeah. I learned my lesson not to heal him. He wants to die.
I think Celeste did heal him last session, if I remember.
Okay.
I'm at a
But-
hearty 23 HP.
Celeste also went to bed. The drinks are finally catching up with her at this point, so you can head back down.
So, Liliana, was it?
Yes.
What would
Your
you like to know?
name?
Olin.
I don't know if we ever exchanged names.
We must have at some point. Because
Fine,
I'm
we'll just
assuming
roll
I
with
knew your name. No, but
Don't worry.
Olin.
Pleasure, Sister Liliana.
So, what is it
So-
you would like to know?
Why you had a disagreement with this particular person?
Right. I know it's going to be hard to believe. Did you see the way he formed that blade straight from the snow?
Yes.
Is a gift that he was given by, Ariel herself.
Hmm.
He was doing her
Okay.
bidding.
So, what was her bidding that he was doing?
There's more to it than I think even we know. But, one of his duties was to ensure the sacrifices went through without a hitch.
I see. And is this just like a personal thing, or like, what? Is the first time you've dealt with one of Ariel's cronies, or is this like a habit of yours?
Oof, I'd say. Do we know whether the witch woman was? Did she mention being a follower of Ariel?
I think she did, but I think you guys assumed she was. I think is what. I don't remember exactly.
I feel like she mentioned it, but
possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember either. That's why I'm like, I don't know what information to
If-
say here.
If she, I think you guys were under the assumption that she was, at least.
We've, he was the first that we came across. We believe we came over one other who's been giving sentience to beasts.
And you dealt with them in a similar fashion?
Yes. Is this going to be a problem?
Oh, no. And she kind of sits up a little bit straighter and her demeanor changes. I am a servant of the Morning Lord. How could I protest destroying the worshippers of the wicked Oriel who has brought eternal darkness upon this place? You know.
Was that, like, truthful? Do you seem like you're being sarcastic almost?
Roll an insight if you want.
Yeah, I'm kind of... want to see. 19. Wow, Orlin.
Ooh.
What do you see on a 19?
She definitely has faith in something, but does have a distinct difference in how she, even when she was talking with the guards when they're asking for her religious knowledge and all that type of stuff, like put on a slightly different demeanor for that as opposed to how you've been talking and interacting with her.
I forgot what the question was that we were talking about before that.
I don't think there was a question,
Okay.
but I do have a question. So what is your little group's next plan? Like, are you going to continue this whole conquest against Oriel?
Look, I'm just a wizard who makes potions, and I'm not some big warrior hero. It's just a happenstance, and I was happy to do it. But the odds of hunting down any of her other members or followers is slim. Me and my friend, who you've not met yet, will probably return to hunting monsters. But if we come across something, sure.
Now, you selling yourself a little short here, because if you were just a wizard who makes potions, you wouldn't be out hunting monsters, and you wouldn't have already dealt with 2 servants of Oriel.
Is this going to be some destiny crap?
No. This is more of seeing your own potential, as in, like, if you were just a potion seller, you'd be selling potion. You're not doing that.
Right.
So
It takes a
more than a
lot
potion
of
seller.
ingredients to craft these brews. And,
Right.
monsters can provide a lot of replacement ingredients.
True. But you do see where I'm coming from in the sense of, again, you can have other people get monster bits for you. What I'm saying here. Look. Sometimes, and this isn't destiny, this isn't anything like that. Sometimes, though, opportunities are laid in front of you, and you're foolish not to take them. What kind of monster bits can you get going after Oriel, the goddess of winter?
Yes, I see your point. Are you interested in hunting down Oriel?
I mean, I'd love to not people being sacrificed in 3 towns every month, like has been happening for the last 3 years, I guess.
Where can we find you if we need to talk again?
I'm staying at the Shrine of the Morning Lord, where I was before. You saw me. I was Sweet Pea. That's my house. Well, not my house, but where I'm staying, or have been cloistered.
Would you be willing to leave town and hike the treacherous wilds in search of ways to defeat Aurel?
Yes. I can only sweep the temple floors so many times, and that's all they have me doing.
Alright. Well, in the morning, I'll talk with my friends, see what our next steps are.
You know where to find me.
Of course.
And then I'll get up, straighten my robes out, and then head off to one of the guard stations.
All right, Orlin, what do you do?
I'll peek my head in to Zavros's room, see if he's looking good, or if he's choked on his own vomit yet.
Still, I think he passed out on the floor, right?
Yeah, so I fell asleep on the floor in my I'm just like curled up in my blanket in the fetal position.
I'll put him on his bed too.
Alright. Lift him up into bed.
And I'll just go to bed.
Alright. We will join the sister then as she goes to one of the guards. You approach one of the guards and tell them what you were told, and they lead you over to the town hall, which I will now have up here on the map. It's right in the center of town there. You're ushered in, and in there is this woman who has like shoulder-length brown hair, kind of a deeper blue color to her robes and furs around her neck, and you know this to be Speaker Duvessa Shane. She looks up at you with her perpetually, almost like her face almost always looks like she's glaring, like her eyes are squinted just naturally that way to look like she's glaring constantly, though she doesn't always mean to be doing so. And she's a younger speaker compared to the speakers of the other towns. But she's one of the more regarded ones compared to the rest of 10 towns. Yeah, sister, thank you for coming in so late. I don't know if you heard.
No, what did you need from me, Speaker? How can I be of assistance?
I don't know if you've heard, but we had a person trying to climb the walls earlier. Speaking of demonic lords and things, we had to take them down. The guards took them down with their bows, but we brought the body here to inspect because he had been wandering around without winter gear on. All he had was the furs around his waist, and this weapon that we can't seem to do anything with. We're wondering if you could have a look to see if it's safe to keep here or what we should do with it.
Sure, I can certainly. Yes. Give me a moment to. Do you have the weapon and is like the body around?
Yeah, they're down in the basement. We have them in a separate room for looking over, and the people can't really stay near the weapon too long, so gotta keep it separate from everybody.
Interesting. Well, yes, I'll certainly give it a look and see if I can divine anything.
She stands up from behind her desk and begins to lead you downstairs to the basement. And in a far back room, she opens the door, and laying out on the table is this large, muscular figure, long brown hair. Again, only has the furs around his waist. They seem to be some kind of bear furs. And then next to him on like a smaller table, like an end table kind of thing, but that's not what it is. It's not just like a normal end table. There is a spiked ball and chain attached to the handle, so it's a flail, but it's the spiked ball head. And it doesn't look like normal metal. But as you approach, you almost get an urge to like you're gonna vomit, but you're able to hold it down as this urge washes over you. Yeah, everybody gets that feeling when we walk near this thing. As far as we can tell, might be one of the reghead nomads, but it's strange that he doesn't have. I mean, even all of them still wear winter gear, even living as far north as they do in Icewind Dale.
Yes. Can I just give like the body a cursory examination? Like, obviously, I'm assuming he has arrow wounds that he died from, but
Yeah, if you want to do a medicine check.
sure.
24. Yeah, like there's obviously all the arrow wounds, but also like you can tell even though he seemed to be able to walk through the tundras without these winter clothes, he's still like his nose is gone from frostbite. He's missing toes and fingers. His body has succumbed to a lot of frostbite, but for some reason he's able to push through to get as far as he did south. And, like, the eyes are very sunken in, like he's been dehydrated and missing teeth and those kinds of things. Not in good shape, even before they killed him, so.
And then I'm gonna go over. I'm not going to. No, I'll probably at least. I'm going to take a closer look at the mace. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. Probably just leave it on its little, like, tray.
Okay. Do an Arcana check for me.
Okay, I'm real good at this.
13. Yeah, so looking at it to begin with, you can see it closer up. It almost looks like it's made out of ice, but the ice had been blackened to a point that it almost looks like steel. And it's definitely some kind of demonic energy coming off of this thing. You're not sure why or how, but there is some kind of demonic magics at work on this flail.
Sorry, I'm looking at a spell real quick.
No worries.
Yeah, so I am going to reach into the little pouch I have on my belt and sit down and look at the speaker and say, I'm going to try something. It'll take me a few minutes. I don't know if you wish to stay or grab a chair or something, and just like settle down into a seated position on the floor. And I'm going to ritually cast Augury.
Okay.
So I can throw that in the
Yeah, throw it in the chat for me, please. If Discord could move that notification out of the way, that'd be real neat. Here, get out of here. I guess you only drink bones like ba ba ba. . 'Cause 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 'c Actually, plan to take course of action that you plan to take. Um,
So my course of action that I'm asking about is taking this mace with me. Like, is this a good thing even in the short term?
you just cast your augury to look into an insight on how things might turn out if you take this with you. If you see visions of you holding the flail, and becoming obsessed with it, and it's slowly taking over your mind over time until you see yourself in a eyes wild, sunken in some form of madness as you're hearing this flail striking down anything that walks in front of you. And you're sucked back into the room, out of your vision.
Oh, the flail, all bad. Real bad. Don't let anyone touch it, use it, throw it down a well if you I don't know where the most secure place to put it is, but not anywhere near people.
We'll get it locked away as soon as we can.
Yeah. What did he sorry. Was there any other information where he came from? What direction he was coming from?
Came from the north, it seemed, from in between the towns. Didn't take a trail here, from what it seemed like.
Okay. Well, that's all I can determine with my abilities. I don't know if there's anything else you need from me.
I don't think so at this time, sister. Thank you again for coming so late. We can escort you out.
Quite welcome.
They do so that two of the guards come in with this large iron box and start pushing the flail in, not using their hands, and knocking it up. And the sister lets you outside. Or not sister, you're the sister. The town speaker lets you outside. And do you just plan to go back to the House of the Morning Lord from here, or do you have other plans?
Yeah, I think I would just go back to the House of the Morning Lord.
All right. Yeah, you head back. You start heading up to your room, up in the attic of the shrine, and waiting at the top of the stairs is a small figure, who you know. He walks around. It almost looks like a walking teddy bear because of how much fur this being has on them. But you see the bulbous nose of this little rock gnome that also lives in the shrine. Is just a tinkerer, isn't actually a religious person, but Copper Knobberknocker is his name. He's like, where'd you end up? I'd end up doing all your chores for you. I already have enough chores to do. I've got things to be working on. I can't be doing yours too.
Nabber, I don't need any of your nonsense. I just had a vision of some crazy demon flail that wanted me to grab it. So I had bigger things to deal with than sweeping the temple floor at 8 p.m. at night.
All right, geez, okay, we get it. You're important, and you're part of the shrine. Okay, just don't make it a habit. I can't be doing all your stuff all the time. He starts waddling back into his room and slams the door shut before you start hearing the cranking of gears and as he starts tinkering away on things.
Little did Knobberknocker know that was exactly what was about to happen.
And that is where we will cut forward to the morning. That's where we'll end the session. No, we'll cut forward to the morning. As who should wake up first? Actually, let's roll some initiative. Can everybody roll initiative for me?
Is there a defining event that's going to happen? Because, okay.
Don't use any abilities or anything.
No. I was going to have, if it wasn't important, I was going to say that I woke up at some point early in the morning and started reading.
Okay, yeah, you can be reading. Orlin, what do you do when you wake up? Zavros is not in his room. Right, as you head down the stairs, not to cut you off, as you head down the stairs, you begin to hear a tune actually playing in the main room. As you walk down, you see everybody that's in there is very attentive on us, as on somebody playing over underneath the hearth near the taxidermized fish on the wall, and you see Zavros is playing a lute. Do I remember correctly?
Yeah.
You see Zavros playing a lute downstairs, and all the bar goers, even this early in the morning, are very attentive on this. They don't get music in here very often, and they have some this morning. No, he just didn't want to talk to you, apparently. All right. Yeah, breakfast is covered with your room, so you can get the food for free. It's just the drinks that are extra. And Zavros plays. I don't know how long you plan on playing, but you can play as long as you want.
That's the end of it.
What was that?
That's the end of it.
That's the end of it? Okay. Yeah, so he puts down his, or he stops playing. Everybody in the bar begins to clap for him. And Zavros, you see Orlin has come downstairs.
I kind of just stand up, look at everyone, kind of give like a slight bow, nothing grand, and then I just go over and zip line. Oh yes, it was a favorite tune of my sister's. Yes, quite right. Just trying to be a good person like she was. Kind of. It's more of the expectation of trying to live up to someone that you know can't really reply when you ask if you're doing good. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do since I've been here. I don't think I'm bad, but things could be better. Oh, what happened? Sorry, I was sound asleep. Oh. That was quite a turn of events. I trust everyone's all right. Oh. Well, he seemed rather distraught. I hope everything was okay with him.
My mic's been muted. Shit.
No.
For the stream.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay. What were we saying? Just looked over.
You had told me that you brought him in, and he was doing okay. And
Yeah.
I pretty much said, it's like he seemed rather distraught.
Yes, you haven't seen him this morning, have you?
Oh no, I woke up kind of early. I guess it kind of happens when you go to sleep early. And well, with the type of day it is, it got me thinking of my sister, so I just kind of came down, and I've been playing for like 2 hours straight.
You have quite the talent.
Thank you.
You ever think of hanging up your bear trap?
Okay, I understand that that's a joke.
Well, he's kind of chuckling to himself, like he just told the funniest joke.
But no, not yet. There's always a new monster. And I doubt my sister would forgive me if I turned my back on that.
Speaking of new monsters, do we have a new target?
Well, something what was that? A were polar bear or some shit?
There's been a few things you guys have picked up. You heard about a were-polar bear. You heard some kind of giant folk killed one of the town speakers over in Goodmead. Well, this isn't a monster necessarily, but there was the wizard who apparently hired adventurers and then killed them in East Haven, but he is currently under arrest and going through his trial.
I'm glad you said that. I was going to turn to Orlin and be like, oh, by the way, I heard you killed some adventurers.
And then the son who left his mother with 2 tieflings, left Bremen and is at a castle.
So I'm going to relay all of that to Orlin. It's like, oh, and we also have the brain beak thing in Tourmaline that we said that we would, well, I kind of said that I would go kill, and oh, it's almost been a week since I told him I would do it.
Right.
A lot of shit.
Well then, how about along the lines of what we spoke of last night?
Oh, well, by the way, what else did I tell you?
Just that you wanted to change the way things are done here.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm just not sure how yet.
Right. I met a woman, Sister Liliana of Morning Lord or something. She seemed interested in helping, if that is a cause you wish to pursue.
Yes, it's definitely something I'm growing weary of. Yes, hi, by the way, is he still in his room?
Yeah, I have no idea. I want to look around the tavern for Axel. Is Axel here?
You don't even have to roll for this. You look around and you do not see any Goliaths here at all.
Damn it. I hope our buddy's alright. That was it.
Okay. At this point, the door opens, and marching in are 4 of the town guards, as well as some kind of like somebody in robes as well. Like, all right, everybody, just stay in your seats. We'll come around, get you signed up for the lottery, and then we'll be on our way no hassle to you. Just got to get you signed up today. And two of them will stand at the door, make sure nobody's leaving, and they start to go around to the tables, and they start to sign people up on this parchment that they have, as well as the person that's in the robes. Every time they start signing somebody down, you can see they kind of have a dust in their hand, and they start to wave their hand over it, and an image of that person appears, like a spectral image appears in front of them before it disappears, and they move on to the next person. Which you would have seen this happen in East Haven as well. It's just a way to have a face with a person's name in case somebody's just given fake names or something. They still have some way to find them physically as well. And they will come around to your tables at a certain point. Names.
Orlin.
Oh, then you got a last name Orlin or
Gray.
All right. Whisper me a D 1,200. 1,200.
Whisper you a one. Okay. Slash. Roll.
And we already have Zavros's, so you don't have to roll, but he will also ask your name as well.
You said 1,002?
1,200, so 1,200.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Misheard.
Alright, cool. And your name, sir? You're muted, my good man.
Sorry, I was practicing some silence spells.
Zavros Weinrin.
All right, Zavros, we got you down here next. All right, barkeep, we're gonna head up to the rooms now. Make sure we get everybody out of the rooms. If you can just give us the master key, we can go through, get everybody. They go through and make sure to clear all the rooms. They get to the last, she's still kind of putzing around in her room. And Highland, they knock on your doors. The town guard, we're just here to get the numbers in for the lottery. Just, you can open the door. We won't have to come in ourselves.
It's unlocked.
Hey, open is this just the one of you in here then, or?
Yeah.
All right, name, sir.
Heinlein Sword.
All right, Heinlein, give me
just
a.
kind of. Yeah. How do I whisper to you?
/W, correct?
No, so you type /GM roll, and
Okay,
then
that's
how you would
faster
normally
way to
do
do
the dice.
Yep, /GM roll, then D 1,200. As a space after /GM roll.
Yeah. Okay, that.
Or 1D 1,200 or whatever it is.
That also didn't work.
On your character sheet in the settings, do you have your?
I put always whisper
rolls?
roll, so I'm just trying to
Okay.
roll. Did that come up?
Yep,
that
didn't
right?
whisper, but I think we're fine.
Okay, well that's fine.
People will just know if you
Because
get.
it just wasn't working for
Actually,
them.
I roll it for myself, so you guys wouldn't know either way.
Except
All good.
slash and stuff.
All good.
I did. Oh, okay. I did /GM roll /roll. Okay. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2 commands.
All right, Mr. Sword. We'll see you later, I suppose. If you show up to the drawing, I guess. Otherwise, if you don't get drawn, we won't see you. Just have a good day. Close the door.
He is at this point. He is like he's not laid out, but he is sitting upwards, leaning his back against the wall. He doesn't have his armor on. He's like picked it up and made it a little bit more well taken care of, like placed it well. He just has like a candlelight going, and in front of him he has both. Out in front of him he has both a stone with a symbol on it, and then in his lap he's flipping through what is a torn up and ragged book of the Morning Lord.
Yeah, if you want any information on that, I can give it to you later too. But yeah. Also, can I get a whispered roll from Sister Liliana of a 1D 1,200? other than that, does anybody have anything they want to do today at all? You're gonna, if you want to explore, if you want to shop, if you want to do anything, we can take care of that. Otherwise, we can do lottery stuff.
Second.
What time of day does the lottery happen?
It doesn't happen until early evening. So you have a full day to do stuff if you want.
Heinlein, now that he's been interrupted for the second time with Nox, he just shuts the book, puts it like in his shirt, whatever, like in it, because it's like belted off, so like his shirt doesn't. So it's just somewhere he can store it, and he leaves the room that he's in, and he goes. He's gonna go down to the bar to see if he can't figure out information on where Zavros is staying, like where his room is, because he doesn't know which room it is. I'm assuming when he gets down there, he's just gonna end up seeing them instead.
Yeah.
So he's gonna see Zavros with his loot with Orlin. Zavros, you're doing good.
Oh, Hyland. Heard about your ordeals last night. Glad you're okay.
He kind of gives a look that's not like, I don't know what you're talking about, but more like he can't also remember a whole lot either. Like he sounds like it. He like remembers things going on, but he doesn't like fully know enough to like question what he know, like what's known. And I suppose this is probably the first time that at least other than Orlin taking off his armor last night, this is probably the first time anyone's seen him without armor on in like a week. So he looks like a normal person. So I need to go look at. I need to go. I've got some errands I got to do today. I know. I suppose we can't leave town, so it'd be easy to find each other. I suppose after this lottery's done. But I just have one errand to do in town, and then I'm pretty good to go hunt down that Grell that you wanted to go take care of.
Oh, yes, I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't keep my end of the bargain regarding Cephik.
No, it's good. It's over. No, and he actually like pats you on the back. Not like a couple pats, but like just a firm, like, and
I kind of look a little when he does that. Like I moved a little too quickly.
Yeah.
When he does that, I'm trying to keep it down.
No, it's just you did enough for us out in the wilderness, keeping us alive in the wilderness out there. You deserved some rest last night. On the other hand, I need to go look for some kind of house of the Morning Lord.
What has you looking for them?
I need their assistance on a personal errand while I'm here in Bryn Shander.
You wouldn't happen to remember the dragonborn woman with us last night, would you?
Honestly, after I don't remember much of my surroundings and the ongoings. I think the only thing I was really seeing last night was the only thing I know that I was seeing for sure last night was Zephic, as we brought him out there to the wilderness.
Right.
I was totally hoping you were going to say all I was seeing was red. I had a quick quip for that so fast.
Well, this, Liliana, sister, she's a sister of the Morning Lord. You can find their church, temple toward the east gate.
East gate?
Yes.
Okay.
As for seeing things, you don't recall seeing a ghostly apparition of a orc, do you?
His eyes narrow and it's more like his attention's like, it's not like a quick snap to you, but it's like his direction and his sight go to you. What do you mean?
Just a few times now, while out in the wilderness, we've been saved by this, orc with a massive wound in its chest.
Nope. I guess I don't recall anything like that.
Maybe I'm imagining things.
Yeah, I suppose there's out there in the cold and the darkness, there's not a lot to see beyond what's in your imagination.
Right. Just something you'll need assistance with, this Morning Lord stuff.
Not really. It should take a good 20 minutes.
Right.
If you don't find me and you need your mounts, did Celeste get you the information of where they're held?
She did.
Alright. Okay.
Are there any, I don't know much about where you're going, but are there any, magic users you suspect that are there?
I guess I'd be hoping so.
I've just got these 2 vials that we grabbed from that, crazy lady with the moose, and I was wondering what they were.
This is more of a churchly matter, and I'm not entirely sure how much they're going to know about that, but
well, I don't know much about potions,
you could
and
always
here couldn't figure it out either.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you have Orlin right here for you. All right, well, I'll if you need me at any point, I might come back here later for food, maybe drinks, but you can find me at if you need me later, I'll be at 21 Craig Street, and then I'm gonna go up and get my armor and my gear and head out.
All right. Orlin and Zavros,
Yeah.
what are your plans for today?
Look at Orlin and be like, oh, so where could we go to get these identified? Because we both know you did not know what the hell they were.
If I had my supplies, it'd be different. I would just walk around town till we find an alchemist.
Oh, good. Also, I want to try and get rid of some of this. I'm pretty sure Choco is getting a workout with all of these different hides on the cart.
Right. Speaking of Choco, are you over yourself yet?
Fine, I'll take him back.
Good.
But you still have to drive him. I've had a lot of fun riding in the back of the cart.
Fine.
Also, I do appear to be running low on rations. Probably be good to stock up.
Yes. Alright, yes, let's use this as a staging point. Get all of our supplies ready for when we leave for our next hunt.
Well, let's make the most out of the day that will possibly be our last, but we're not sure yet.
All right, so you guys go to do that, Stiffs. As a general for anybody who wants to stock up on rations and or arrows or anything like that, rations will be Why is it not there? Why do I not know where it is? Will be when eventually I find it. Something. I'll find it here, but we're gonna do stuff in between because I don't know where it is on this thing. I'll look it up. But Heinlein, you get your armor and your other things, and you can head to the House of the Morning Lord. It doesn't take too long to find. You know a general area of it. But when you walk in, you see there is a immediately you see that there is a large dragonborn lady who is going about different duties within the shrine. There are other people milling about as well. That's the most prominent one to you. There are other like religious peoples there. You can choose to talk to another one if you'd like to. Most of them are going to be all humans actually.
Well, I think upon seeing the Silver Dragonborn, he kind of gets like this like sudden like pain, like headache almost, just like this weird surge of pain. Like he's somewhat of yesterday's coming back to it, and like he's realizing that what all was going on. But he kind of shakes it off and he, pardon me, ma'am.
Yes, Sister Liliana, what can I assist you with?
I have 2 questions for you. 3 questions. Number 1, when I'm not from this area, I don't know exactly certain situations with the weather. When is it normally winter this time of year?
What time of year is it?
It would still currently be winter at this point. It's early in the year still, so it'd be the winter, end of winter kind of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this the time of year like? Because the Dale normally has like dark winters, but there is like some light.
Yeah, this would be in the dark winter time.
Okay. Well, normally, I mean, it would be winter normally this time of year, but not quite as intense or dark. Normally there, especially as we get towards the end here, we start to see some light towards midday.
When does the ground usually thaw out up here? When? It's not eternally
Early
dark.
spring.
Early spring. If it was the Gregorian calendar, I would say April or May.
Yeah.
Wait, how far away from that would be from now?
It's about like 4 or 5 months from where we are currently.
Why do you ask?
Well, I have some dead to bury, so I'm trying to. If it's that far out, that's kind of a problem for me. What and he pulls out the book of the House of the Morning Lord. What does how do your people handle the dead usually? I didn't really find anything about it in this book.
I would take a guess, and Sharp, you can correct me. I would assume followers of the Morning Lord would be cremated, just because, like, light, fire. So followers of the Morning Lord are normally cremated, but we can also provide services.
Is that a Morning Lord thing, or is that a you're in eternal darkness right now thing?
So it's a little both. The cremation is generally for the majority of people, because it's kind of all you can do at this point, because you can't really dig graves, unless you have magical means to do so. And like richer people will have crypts built for them, but that's not for a lot of people in 10 towns can't afford that anymore. There's very few people that can, so.
How much, no, maybe this is getting outside of your wheelhouse now. I was going to ask how much a plot of land might cost.
Oh, I'm afraid I wouldn't know for at least burial services.
No, I meant, I'm looking to start a graveyard.
Yeah, I would not be. That's beyond my
that's-
purview.
All right. Do any of you all know, back where I'm from, sometimes, if some of the more noble were to die on the field, the holy men, they'd do some magic to preserve their bodies from rot. Do any of you have that, any kind of powers like that here? Some kind of help them with some kind of gentle repose for a time being.
Depending on how kind the DM wishes to be, I could have that ready. But I technically already prepared my spells for the day.
Have it tomorrow.
That is available. I don't know if any of our other
One of the others would have
clergy
it.
here have that available, but that if you give me some time, I can prepare the necessary reagents, and we could have it prepared tomorrow for you.
Every day that goes by is it's kind of ticking away. I don't know how long they've been dead.
I fully understand. Again, I can check with the other cleric members, but unfortunately, I don't have the necessary reagents prepared today. They do, but I still need to have it prepared. I'm not a wizard.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a wizard thing.
Yeah, other clerics here would have it, especially Xion, who runs the shrine.
Mhm.
Higher level cleric, retired adventurer, so she definitely would have it.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if you
I
could
would probably
point me out
direct-
to someone.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, sister.
You're welcome. May the Morning Lord bless you.
He'll go to Xion.
Yeah. Oh, how can I help you, adventurer? I see.
Yes. My name, Mr. You can call me Heinlein. I have a request. Some of my fellow men, it seems, and he pulls out the book again, as though they had taken a liking to your religion. And I know I was talking to your to the sister over there. I went to the Dragonborn. She was saying that primarily you guys cremate your followers, but I was looking to get a crypt for these men. And I was told that you might be able to use your magics to help preserve their body from rot for a time being. How long does that kind of thing last?
She will know this.
It extends it by 10 days. I have the
think-
spell
yeah.
pulled up on my end.
I have it up on my end.
The gentle repose spell would keep them in their state for 10 days, in which you can be cast again if needed.
I think that sounds. I think 10 days should be plenty.
All right.
How much fee would it cost if I could get your services? There's 3 people.
If
who
you
I'm
can
trying
just
to
make
help.
a donation to the House of the Morning Lord, that's more than enough. Whatever you can afford.
Yeah, I'll give him 13.
Alright.
Gold.
Yeah, she will go with you. To cast gentle repose. Is there anything you want to do while you're there? As she's doing this for you, or
So I'll say before I leave the House of the Morning Lord, I give another inquisitive look at Sister Liliana, because he doesn't fully some of the nights coming back to him, but he doesn't fully recall Sister Liliana, partially because he can't see shit outside, but also just because of how driven he was. But it's somewhat there and hazy for him. And then he leaves. He'll go there. And he helps. He lines them up in a room, on their beds and whatnot, and gets them situated. Oh yes, this is this one here is Kareth. That one's Benny. The other one's Waldriff. They're do any of these look familiar to you?
yes, they've come in from time to time seeking some kind of light in this everlasting darkness we're in. They weren't taking well to it. Terrible thing has happened here, and it's awful to see.
Thank you. I arrived here in town not too long ago myself, about 2 months' time, and when I got here, I met up with them, and a lot of bad news for my end. So I'm glad that they could at least find something with you guys to help them keep going. But unfortunately, as you can see, someone took their wrath out on them. And I think they deserve. They're good people, and I think they deserve a little bit more.
Yes,
than this.
People have gotten more cruel and desperate over the last few years. It was hard survival even before this everlasting rime, but it was never this bad where innocent people were getting killed in their beds as they slept.
Again, I'm expecting 10 days should be enough.
All right.
And I'll slip him another 5. If you don't hear from me, in those 10 days, if this donation could help give them another chance, an extension on life, or extension on their mortal forms, so eventually I can send them to rest the ways. Hopefully, in a mix of ways. I know that they'll feel obliged, but that they'll feel help, that they'll feel welcomed.
She will go to each of them individually, wave her hands over them, giving them the blessing of a monitor, the sun god, and as she finishes each spell, it almost looks like the light from her fingers kisses their skin for a moment before they return to their state that they were in before she was casting the blessing. Nothing changes on them physically, but that's because that's how the spell works, is make it so nothing changes physically. And she casts her blessing on them. Do you plan to leave them here for those 10 days, or?
that was my expectation. Let them rest in their home.
All right.
With and I nod to like the portraits we have of Sir Beldrick Fellhawk on the walls. Let their lord preside over them. But again, I mean, in 10 days' time, I feel like the sun should rise up again, and we'll be able to handle this from there.
Zavros and Orlin, you were shopping, doing some shopping sprees, Jeff. So for the other two, if you want rations or arrows, I put those in the chat. If you need anything else, let me know. But you two are looking at. Did you want to find an alchemist? I hear.
Yeah, an alchemist and someone I can sell all these hides and this big fucking yeti head to.
Yeah. Do a. What kind of check do I want from you? Just roll a d20 for me.
Oh, I think I've got that whispered to you. Yeah. 11.
Okay, cool. Just looking at some things to get you some monies. All right. So as you're walking through the town, you're looking around. You're getting some tips from people on where to go. And you get to the center of town, and you see a large crowd kind of gathering around this larger building that is there as well. So they seem to be looking at the wall there. If you're interested, you can look, or you can just keep going.
I'm just gonna kind
So-
of stop.
Looking at what wall?
Like, there's a larger building in the center of town here
Yeah.
that seems to be important, and they're looking at something that's appears to be on the wall. You can't quite make it out from behind all of them, and when you're just walking down the street, but there seems to be something on the wall they're all looking at.
What do you suppose that's all about?
I don't know. Perhaps we should take a look.
All right. I guess we'll start kind of sauntering over there.
You begin to saunter over there. You can see like the crowd is trying to look at everything. You see there's two guards like against the wall trying to keep people back to. Or the damn mages, we can't get this cleaned up otherwise. And on the wall in front of you, I will pull this on the map, hopefully, unless it's going to pull all my pictures at once. You see this drawn on the wall in charcoal. It seems to be smeared a little bit, where they tried to wipe it off but weren't able to remove it, because you can assume they wouldn't be able to use water to wash it off because it'd freeze instantly. And with all the mages busy getting people ready for the lottery, they haven't been able to remove it yet.
Guess there's nothing to see here.
Don't see that every day.
Well, alchemist.
Oh, right, and hides and head.
You head off away from the crowd to sell your
Imagine me
things.
and Orlin are just dragging this fucking cart behind us with all this shit.
Yeah. So you find an alchemist. There's a human that's working on different potions and things in his stores. Oh, what can I get for you, you gentlemen today? Coming to buy some potions, maybe? You look like adventurers. Health potions, anything?
No, I haven't heard about a health potion in quite a long time, I'll be honest. Actually, I have these two vials here filled with some liquid. I was wondering if you might know what they were.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's gonna cost you a little bit. Hey, let's see, $5 per potion to check what they are, but
What's
or
the
$5,
dollar?
5 gold. Sorry.
I kind of look over at Orlin.
It's old alchemist speak. You wouldn't understand.
No, like I'm like, Do you want to cover that until I get rid of these hides?
Oh, yes,
I just deleted a lot of shit buying potions and rations and fucking arrows.
I knew his arrows would be low.
Yeah, I'll drop the 5 on it. I'm also
That's
just
what I
like
think, right?
looking
It's 5 per
around.
potion. There's 2
Oh, per
potions.
potion. Okay. Zavros, choose your favorite one. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll give him the gold, and I'm just kind of looking through all the stuff, being really nosy.
You look around. You can do a. How close are you looking?
I mean, this is my field of expertise, so I'm like really
He's
looking
grabbing
close.
shit.
I'm like smelling bottles and.
If you want to do a investigation or an arcana to like check on the potions.
Okay. 15.
Smells a bottle, turns to a chicken.
So there are not a lot of like extravagant potions in here. Why is this showing up? It's mostly just your run of the mill things that your everyday adventurer would need. There's like a potion of climbing, flying. Flying's like the most important one here. And it's otherwise it's just like common healing potions and those kind of things. But he kind of takes your 2 vials and starts putting different ingredients in there to get reactions out of them. It's this one here, you got a potion of resistance. Let me check one thing. He tosses like a little rock in there, and it's potions. It's a resistance of radiant damage resistance. Find some angels or something. I don't know. Here you go. Then we got this one here. A potion of vitality. Oh, that will keep you going. Here you go. Thank you for your patronage. Can I get you a healing potion? I know those are pretty cool, but healing potions, 75 gold only.
75 gold.
My mouth was just agape, like.
Cheapest price is an Icewind Dale right there. 75 gold.
I know a place in East Haven. Sell it for 70.
Oh, well, if you say so. I've never gotten any from there, but I'm not matching their price if that's what you're looking for.
No.
You should go there and buy it if that's what you want.
They don't accept competitor coupons. Competitor beat Orland's shop.
All right. Well, if you're not gonna buy anything, get out. Thanks for your pay, your money that you already gave me, but I want you to leave now.
Question: do you know anyone who would buy pelts?
Oh, there's some tanners and some leather workers that might want some. Yeah, they're just down the street a little ways. You probably get some. Oh, those look pretty fancy. They probably get a lot for those.
Oh, and do you know anyone who would want this? And I just pick up this fucking head and like set it on the counter.
Not me. I don't want that thing here. They'd probably want it too, or maybe some kind of taxidermist might take it off your hands. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll just take it off your counter before the blood begins to
Yes,
thaw.
please do. I don't need that staining. That would not go well for me. All right. You can head over to sell your things. How much would you get offered is the question I need to ask myself.
200% above market value.
Where's he? No.
It's an abominable Yeti.
Oh, right. I'm trying to see if this thing that I got sent has anything on it. I don't think it does though. So you're selling just the Yeti fur in the head, or do you have the moose?
No, I've got the
hide as
moose
well?
hide, the Yeti tyke hide, the Yeti hide, a crag cat hide, and the abominable Yeti hide and head.
Oh, cripes almighty, that's right.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit for you, Sharp.
You're about to
Give
make
me an
a lot of money.
arbitrary number that benefits me.
Well, here's what I can do for you. I can't afford everything, because I don't have that much money. Here's your choices, though. I can give you 150 for the big one, the big Yeti, 100 for the moose, 75 for the normal Yeti, I can get you a 60 for the baby or a 50 for the gray cat. You choose one equaling up to 150 or two. If it's two you want to sell, or if it's one. Most they'll give you is 150 is what I'm trying to tell you right now. That's all I can afford.
And how much do you want to pay for the Abominable Yeti?
The bum
skin
video is like
head?
150 on the dot.
Okay, and that's with the hide and the head?
Just the hide.
Just the hide. Okay.
The head is good.
And I'm gonna show him the head too. It's like, and it definitely came from an abominable one. I've got the head right here.
You know what? I would take just the head for 200. I can afford the 200 for that head. That would get me something. If you want to sell me just the head, I'll give you 200. You keep them furs, bring them back another day, maybe if you're around town again.
I turned to Orlin. I'm like, you couldn't use this thing, could you? That's a lot of gold.
Go for the gold.
As Grandpappy used to tell me, go for the gold. All right, I just heft this head up and just put it on the counter for him.
He goes to a back room and you hear like a safe opening. And as he brings out this bag of gold coins, all right, there we go. If you want to count it, you can. But 200's in there. Easy done, easy go. Little high, little low.
All right, thank you. Question: do you usually have people marking graffiti on your buildings?
Graffiti on the buildings. That's not something I've heard of lately. Why? Something going on out there? I've been here all day. I apparently have the same voice as the alchemist. Don't worry about it. We're brothers.
Oh, well, tell your brother I said hi. A little expensive on the health potions, but I understand. No, someone just drew the owl head with horns with tyrant written under it.
It was
Well,
a
an owl
depiction
head.
of Ariel.
Oh, well, somebody's looking
think.
to get themselves froze to death out of wrath or get smited down or something. Yeah, they're looking to mess with the god, and that's not a good idea.
Do you know of any outspoken organizations here in town?
Here in town,
Or people?
you know, thinking about it, no, anything that's tried to come up is usually quashed down pretty quick by the town guard. They don't want Ariel sending blizzard straight into town here, tearing down our walls. That wouldn't be good.
Of course.
So, she's got everybody scared. It's not a great life, but we're living it. That kind of sort of stuff.
All right, I just thought I'd ask. Haven't seen it in the other towns.
Yeah. I haven't seen it happen yet. I've heard a few people shouting in the streets sometimes, but again, usually taken to the old jail cell pretty quick. Taken care of. Just taught a lesson.
You wouldn't know the names of any of these men, women brought to the jail cells for these acts.
No, they usually try to cover it up as much as they can. They don't want others joining the cause. And again, it's not that they don't want this to not happen. It's just that they don't want more to happen to us. It's already bad enough. You understand?
Of course, I understand. Don't be so nervous.
Oh, that's just how I talk. Nervous person in general. You are kind of scary looking yourself, though, coming in here asking me all these questions, having a Yeti head and all these other animals you've killed. I don't have any more money. I gave it all to you, so try not to take any more from me, please.
Oh no, you've already established that this was all you could afford, so I'm not going to press you for any more coin.
Oh, thank you very much. Again, if you come back after I've done some stuff with this head, maybe sold some other things, I can buy more from you. Put some salt on those skins, keep them dried out, and I'll buy more in later times. But not right now. Like I've said, no more money. Remember.
Oh yes. Anyway, I guess that's everything we have to do. I don't know why you keep bringing up the money thing, because we've established that.
Well, it's because I have no more. I don't want you trying to rob me blind.
I'm just gonna give him 5 copper and or just 1 silver piece. Be like, well, don't spend it all in. What?
Oh well, thank you. I mean, now I have 1 silver, but don't try to take it from me. It's all I've got. I need to feed my brother.
But I have this ration here. I'm just. All right. Well, good luck in your endeavors.
Yes, I've got to restart my savings now. No more money, as I've said. Yeah, good day. Goes to the back, close the door.
Just gonna walk out, and I'm just gonna be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Like,
Um,
I
Do people
obviously
usually
had
act
more
like
money.
that?
if
No,
anybody,
you sharp just didn't want to give me all that fucking money. Is what it was.
um,
We're rich boys.
anybody else have any other pressing matters? Otherwise, we can go to break here before we start the lottery. So it gets towards the end of the day. People start to gather in the town, and we'll go to a break. So thank you everybody for watching so far. We had a little fun, little town walking, and keeping people from rotting. So be sure to go get a drink, have a snack, go to the bathroom, and we'll see you in a couple minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Swindler's Den presents Rime of the Frostmaiden. We are just getting into the lottery for the human sacrifice of Bryn Shander. The people of the town have begun to gather around this podium in front of the town hall where you previously saw a charcoal sketching of the head of the Frostmaiden as a tyrant, and it was X'd through. That is now gone. The mages have come through and thaumaturgied it away. Do all of you go to this, or do you stay somewhere else?
Zavros would go to it.
I'm going to it.
I think what I did was I spent after I went there, and then I let what was her name? The morning
It would be Sister Misan. Mishann. Mishan.
After Sister Michonne left, I would have sat there for a while in solemnness, grieving, and then fed the axe beaks, went out, got more rations, and then would have head to the lottery.
All right. So you are all waiting there with everybody. And on this podium, you can see the herald of Bryn Shander, which is it's coat of arms essentially is what they're called. You can see it is a shield with white in the middle of it, or like covering the majority of it. And then in the middle is a single wheat plant with which is golden with black antlers coming off it. I'm just trying to find the photo. I want to describe it for our audio only listeners.
Mm-hmm.
You see that's like in the front of the podium as the town speaker steps up, who Sister Liliana has spoke with earlier last night. But you see this woman step up, looking around the crowd, as well as she is flanked by 2 guards further in the back, but then also a man next to her who is wearing blue as well. They aren't as deep a blue as hers, and he has darker skin, bald on the top, but has a graying beard. And Sister Liliana would know this as the sheriff of the town, Markham Southwell, who's just standing by next to the speaker. Speaker steps up to the podium and begins to address the crowd. She says, "It's once again time for the lottery of the human sacrifice in order to appease Auriel, the goddess of winter. It's with heavy heart that we do this once a month. As part of the 10 town sacrifices, we each sacrifice something that we have in abundance of. And being one of the larger towns, we sacrifice one person to save the lives of many from the wrath of the Frostmaiden, in hopes that someday she will end this never-ending rime upon Icewind Dale, and as to not anger her to further cause our lives to be filled with hardship. We have gone around and gotten everybody's name, those who live here and those who are visiting, and we will now commence the drawing. A sheriff will walk forward with a large bag as she puts her hand into it and begins to pull a number, which I will now determine. If anybody wants to talk amongst themselves, they can. She pulls out the stone, looks at it, and then looks over the list of names. Hugo Devinol, you have been drawn. And you could see as this man that Heinlein knows from yesterday, this scraggly man with black hair, that's kind of swept backwards, gets nervous. No, it can't be me. As the guards go forward to grab him, and his dwarf friend stands by, unable to help, as they drag him away. No, I was gonna continue to work hard and keep trying, like I was told, to become an adventurer. No, as they drag him off.
I hate you.
Heinlein
I
is.
wanted them to assist us in the final battle, and you've ruined
Heinlein
that.
Heinlein is going to start moving swiftly to catch up to that.
All right. As you move forward towards them, you are stopped by two guards. What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to get in the way of this?
No. Sorry, that man's a friend of mine. If he's gonna be gone from now on, I want to be able to say final goodbyes to him, you know? It's hard to see your friends leave for over something like this. You don't get a chance to see them again because they're swept away.
Give me a persuasion check.
13.
Come with us. We'll allow you to have some words before we send him off.
All right.
And they escort you to where they are bringing him. And the townspeople will continue after he's far enough away that you can't hear him yelling anymore. It's with heavy heart that we do this, but it must be done as to avoid the wrath of Ariel. We thank you all for partaking once again in the sacrifice. Continue on with the strong will that we know that you have come to have in these tough years, and hopefully these will end soon. And she will go to walk back into the town hall with the sheriff and the guards. And the crowd begins to disperse. But Heinlein, you follow the guards out to the north gate, where they begin to take what clothing this man has on him, and they're stripping him down. If you would like to say anything.
Real quick, would I know if people are allowed to leave the city after this has happened already, or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I would just want to mention that I would be following too. I didn't want to interrupt the roleplay.
Okay.
But not not as close, because
Okay.
I take Hugo by the shoulders.
No.
Hugo.
Yes. Mr.
I keep a low tone, but like a very firm tone. You just need to. You need to just stay out there a little longer, just a little bit. And I whisper to him, "Don't worry about it. Your life is not going to end today.
Roll me a stealth.
Punishment."
You can continue talking too, but roll a stealth at the same time just to make sure the guards aren't hearing you. 10. Alright. Yep, keep talking.
With that, it's I'm casting Bless on him.
Okay.
As he gets pushed, when he leaves, is basically what I'm wanting to happen. I know it's only a minute, but it's a little bit of something.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like staring into his eyes. Like I'm trying not to, just so like it's more of a knowing thing, like to help him like keep brave about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll let him go.
Yeah, after you give him this, they manacle his hands behind his back and put him in a cart, and start pulling him off into the tundra before they'll drop him off.
I am going to try my hardest to find the others.
All right, Orlin isn't too far behind you. I don't know if he makes himself known when you go to find everybody else.
Would Zavros have followed me as well, or no? No? Okay.
Zavros is still just standing there. He hasn't dissipated with the crowd.
I mean, after seeing Heinlein's display and then, like, leaving him, I would approach Heinlein.
Orlin, where's
Yes.
Zavros?
I figured he would have followed me, but, he must still be at the town square.
I know you guys were intended to sell some of those pelts, but do you guys still have any of them? Still have the pelts?
We just sold the, Yeti head. That's it.
Alright. I'll make sure to owe to Zavros, but we need to find him quick.
Right. Do you know that man?
I don't know if you recall, but he was out there helping me bring the axe beaks back to my place.
Right.
Him and his friend. That man Hugo, he was he's a bit wet still behind the ears, but I think he's got a good heart, and I think he could do a lot in this area. I think this right now is a good time to save a life.
Right. Let's get to Zavros.
All right, Zavros, what have you been doing in this time?
I've just been standing there.
All right, cool. Yeah, you guys head back. Zavros' sister Liliana, what would you have done after the crowd dispersed?
I think this is the first sacrifice that she's been a part of since she got back to 10 towns, I'm assuming. I think she goes back to the temple and starts packing up what little gear she has, and starts getting ready to leave the city.
All right. So yeah, you two find Zavros still standing in the town center.
Zavros!
Yes, Hyman. Well, it kind of snaps me out of a daze. I've just been standing there.
Zavros, do you have pelts? How much for
yes. Which one do you need? I mean, you could just have it. You helped kill this shit.
All right. Where's Celeste?
She's there.
She's just there. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if she's like in her room with all this or not. Okay. All right. All right. We need to go quick. It's not going to take long for this man to die out there.
Well,
I'm not going to let Hugo die for no reason at all.
All right. Okay. As he I don't know where I would have stored the cart because this whole sacrifice happened after.
It was. I think. Oh, I guess if you guys had. I don't.
I guess
I
I would
don't
have
know.
brought it back before we went to the thing to bring it back to like keep it secure.
Because Heinlein would have brought it to the stable. So did you go and get it from that, or from his house? Did you go and get it from his house before the?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
needed to carry all this stuff
That's
around.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Probably be close by if you, unless you brought it back there.
Not yet. It should be close then.
Yep.
I just don't. I'm gonna point at the cart. Essentially, it's like I just need to. Which pelt would you like?
Whichever's fine. Whichever one you think is going to cost you less for selling.
I'll just grab up. Like I'll just quickly roll up the normal Yeti hide and the crag cat hide.
Okay. All right. We need to get to the house. We need to get to my house. Get the axe beaks and start moving.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna start dragging the cart with me back to his house to get on the axe beaks. The axe beaks.
All right, you guys go and fetch your axe beaks, and if you don't want anything else, you can start heading to find him.
Does anyone want to stop anything? Or because otherwise, yeah, that's my intention is just to ride out into the wilderness to get him, find him, track him.
Will say gate both either to see the people or also because that's where the demon man came from, and that's what see if she can figure out anything related to that.
Okay, so you're going to the north gate. So you're saying you cut in and out. So
Yes, the north gate. Sorry.
okay, cool. Yeah. On your way back with the axe beaks, you would see Sister Liliana walking towards the north gate. Then. You can just ride right by.
I've never met this person. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know that I don't really know that I met this person.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Orland's the only one that straight up told me that morning he met someone. And
Yeah.
I was just go, oh yeah, there she goes. I guess not.
What so the north gate is the gate that they put Hugo out of as well?
Yes, they
Okay.
put him out of the north gate, and that's where you guys entered previously.
Looking for a ride.
Said you knew where to find me. I guess this is good enough.
Where are you looking to go?
I'm not sure, but not here.
Up on.
You plank into the cart next
Yeah,
to
just like-
Zaphros, and you start following Heinlein, who I assume didn't stop for any of this, other than the doors had to open.
I would have, as soon as they slowed down and stopped, I would have been like, "What the hell?" Partially because I also do still need Zavros to help me track shit.
That's true.
I can't just walk out in the wilderness by myself.
You pick up Sister Liliana, and you get out of the gates and start heading out. How do you plan on finding this person?
At this point, I'm gonna ask Orland. It's like, Orland, if I have to track, would you like me to steer Choco?
If it would be easier for you to track and ride, yes.
All right. At that point, like while the nun, is jumping in the back, I'll swap places with him.
All right,
Really, I have a
Zavros.
great prejudice towards Dragonborn. I'm kidding.
Zavros. They rode away on a cart. They took them out on a cart, so I don't know exactly how far or out where they brought it with that. But I don't know if that helps you with figuring out what kind of things to track.
Was there like a lot of people leaving like the town after that happened, or because we're getting in and out really quick? So,
No, you wouldn't have seen anybody else.
all right. Well, I'm gonna do this quickly then. Yeah, I'm searching for like the most prominent tracks that I can find for carts.
I would
Alright,
like to assist him.
All right, give
I'm
me
not exhausted.
a survival check with advantage.
Watch me still roll low.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you see the tracks of the sleds. I keep calling them carts, but they're sleds technically. Going off into the wilderness that you guys had come from previously, and you begin to follow them. As you start heading off, you not too long after, you begin to see. It's about an hour travel that you're going, but then you begin to see 3 sleds coming back towards you. And these would have been the ones that brought Hugo out, and you can see so there's the 2 sleds kind of leading the travel back, and one behind them. You can see as this person in robes is casting spells, erasing the tracks behind them as they come flying back towards Bryn Shander.
Fuck.
Are these humans?
Yes, they're all humans.
And do they have like lanterns with them? What do they?
Yep, they all have lanterns on their sleds.
How far back is the one clearing the space?
Not very far back. They're pretty close to each other. Enough space that they're not going to be running into each other, but there's like a couple feet in between each of them. And the one's just far enough back they can cover the tracks of the other 2 sleds as it's casting behind it.
How close are we to these other sleds?
They're at this point, so Heinlein would just see the lights essentially, because they're about 60 feet from you and coming towards you.
As they get within earshot, seeing that they're erasing the snow, I'm going to cast Command at one of them and say Reveal.
Okay. What's the save here?
Wisdom save DC 13.
Rolled a 19.
Okay, well, I tried.
They kind of look at you for a moment and then continue erasing their tracks as they go past all of you.
As we approach them, I don't know if anyone's wanting to do anything as we approach them. I was going to do something as we pass them by. So I guess mine would take.
I'm mostly
less
looking at Highland
precedence.
to see what he was doing.
As we start passing by, and we get to there's the 2 there up ahead slightly, and then the one behind doing his magic. As we pass by and I get to that last one, I kind of start like swerving my bird in front of their path, kind of putting myself in between the 2 of them.
Okay. They rolled that, and okay, yeah. As they begin to see that you're walking in front of them, they go to turn the dogs, and the dogs begin to react, but not fast enough for the sled not to careen into your bird.
Okay.
Your axe beak does take 3 damage. I have your axe beak's health. Don't worry about it. I will make sure if it's dead or not. It smashes into your bird. What the hell are you doing? Why you watch where you're walking?
Hey, me? I think you need to be the one to watch where you're walking. I don't know. Do the other 2 like are they stopping or are they?
Yeah,
just,
they both stop theirs as well. Yeah.
What do you think you're doing? Just driving your dogs into my bird like this?
They watched you walk in front of it. Get right into what the? Are you getting in the way of official guard business, or what's going on here?
Well, that depends. What kind of guard business are you doing right now?
We're going back to town, making sure that nobody's going to go and save the sacrifice, so that the Ariel comes after Bryn Shander.
I see. Now, excuse me if I have to ask here, but say Ariel's not coming after Bryn Shander, then where exactly would that put you in what you're doing right now? Who do you serve again? Sorry, I just who do you serve? Who's your lord?
The
Who are you
town
serving?
speaker is the one who is running the town currently, who's given us the orders to follow what all of the 10 towns have agreed to do.
I see. And so you're just interested in. So Ariel is your master, correct? Is that what you're saying?
By default, yes, she is.
Okay. So you're choosing to serve this lord. You're fully into this.
Not by my own will. No, it's more of a keeping my own life kind of thing.
Like
Where,
it's in
sir,
your
where are you from?
interest. Where
Where
am
are
I
you
from,
sir?
It's none of your goddamn business.
Ah, well then it seems to be none of your business what we're doing here. So if you'd kindly move your bird, so we can be on our way.
I get more in their face with my bird, stopping them.
Leliana from the cart, and also say, as someone who was born and raised in the 10 towns, I find this abhorrent as well.
Well, we're just doing what we've been ordered. If you want to take it up with the town speaker, feel free to do that.
I just want to clarify, my entire face is covered because I got my hood on and my goggles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zavros hops off his bird. He doesn't do anything yet, but he just hopped off his bird, just sitting there looking at him.
How many sacrifices does your little god want out here? Does she care who's out here, who dies?
We don't know that. She doesn't come and talk to us.
I see. So as long as someone out here dies in the cold, that's all that matters?
I suppose so, yes. I don't make the rules, we just have to have a sacrifice.
Okay.
That's what's been decided of us.
So then it doesn't matter whether or not that one man is dead from this, correct?
So a person dying to the elements is what is needed, yes.
I see. I am going to use my sword to cut the leashes of the dogs on his sled.
All right. As you do that, I need initiative from everybody. As they begin to draw their own weapons.
Classic Heinlein. Initiative 4. I gather all the attention on me, and then I just blast to go.
Let's see who I have for you guys to fight. Music. Music, come on. Clenched. Sounds good to me. Okay. Turn order to everybody. Celeste is not going to take part in this fight.
That's fair. No, you got it all wrong. We have this halfling right here.
Oh, that's the case. Go on. And we have one more person who I need to hopefully have somebody for already in here, and if not, I'll just have to make them. Hey, what do you know? They're already in here.
Ooh.
It's crazy. Something I made up is actually here. I will give them turn orders as well. We have from Heinlein a 4. Typical Heinlein.
Typical.
Zavros, who is cosplaying as Zorag today, got a 10. Orlin got
Zorag's not helping.
12. Sister Liliana got an 18. And let's see what these guys get. I don't need 2 of you. I only need 1 of you, please. We'll go on the same turn. Oh boy, howdy. And for you, not as good, but actually still better than Highland.
Yeah.
Descending order. All right, so these two guys pull out their swords in advance at you, Heinlein, and are both going to take swings on you. First one. A 15 for the first swing.
Does not hit.
Second swing. A 16.
Does not hit.
First swing from the second person. 21.
Does hit.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
Second swing. Nat 20.
That hits.
That's gonna do 19 damage as he just cracks into Heinlein's. Stand down, like I said. This is official business from Bryn Shander. Take it up with the town speaker if you have a problem. And then it is Sister Liliana's turn.
Is Heinlein still up?
Yes. I am still up and on my bird.
Okay. So I'm then going to do something different. How are these two dudes standing next to each other attacking Heinlein?
Yeah.
Great. Point behind them, my little necklace is gonna glow, and I'm gonna summon a flaming sphere behind them.
Oh, your focus is a necklace too.
Yes.
Ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere, must make a dexterity saving throw. As a bonus action, you can move.
I can also, yeah. So I'm gonna ram it into one of them.
Okay. Dex saving, Laura?
Yes.
18.
Okay. Well, they still take half damage. So they'll take 4 damage.
Yeah, true. Okay. Yeah, so this sphere goes flying at one of these two guards. As they kind of sidestep, it still singes the side of them.
And as I do that, I will say, "You've been sacrificing for 3 years and have not heard from the one you sacrificed to? Sounds like she does not deserve your sacrifices anymore."
Right. Orlin.
Orlin's really torn up. I don't know what to do here. Or were you gonna say something?
No, I wasn't. Oh, is Heinlein going to?
If possible, Heinlein would turn to you with Zavros, or you on the sled with Zavros on the bird, and say,
I'm actually not on the bird right now.
"Oh, okay, you hopped out. Okay." I was gonna say, if you guys can find him, you should find him.
I want to see the direction that their sled was coming from, and just make note of it. Okay. So that I can kind of follow it back that way. And then I want to just, what does this solve? Us fighting here. Saying that to everybody.
I assume so. Yeah. If no one has a response, Orlin, do you have any action you want to take?
I guess what I'll do is,
As far as I'm concerned, there is no real fighting going on from our side. I simply let one of these men, who says he's subservient to the queen, let him be a sacrifice. If he's willing to fulfill her duties, he can be the one to do it.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of the sled. And I am going to... I'm gonna look at my stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast False Life and give myself temp HP this turn. Because we're gonna go into some one-on-one combat here. Or not, you know. I don't want to kill these people, I want to knock them out, so I have to use physical damage.
Alright.
So that's my turn.
Zavros.
I was hoping more would happen so I could decide on what I needed to
Yeah.
do. Stay or leave, Hind Linnets. The choice is yours.
I don't care if the other two leave. This one's staying right here. If he wants a sacrifice so bad, he can tell us where that man is and he can take it up himself.
I'm asking if I
preferably-
need to stay
Oh,
here.
I misinterpreted. I've said so many things in 6 seconds. If you can find him, I'd say find him. But preferably we can just get the answer from these guys right here to make that search quicker. That
You said
man
the
could die
mage is
at
on
any
this
moment.
cart?
Sorry, what'd you say?
said the mage that's, or whoever it is, the wizard that's like wiping away the tracks is on
What-
this cart?
They're on one of the carts, yeah, or one of the sleds.
Okay. Like the one that we ran into, though, it's like that one's on this one. Because we bumped into the last one. To me, it would make
Yeah,
weird
yeah, yeah.
sense to have them in the front.
They were in the back to cover
Yeah,
the
to cover
tracks.
Yeah. Okay, so how there's one or two?
There's 2 guards that have their swords out, and then there's the mage. So there's 3 of them in
There's the
total.
mage. Okay.
So I want to be clear. How many sleds do they hell have?
They
What
each
they
have
there?
their own sled.
Okay. I
They
want
each
to
have their
clarify.
own sled.
Okay, I want to clarify
Okay.
just in case we're good. The mage is who I was.
Yes.
Whose leashes I was.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but the other
Yeah,
one
okay.
stopped and they got off and
Yeah.
walked up. Okay. Yeah, Zavros is just gonna run up to this mage, quickly draw his 2, or he's gonna draw 1 short sword. And let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah, and then I'm gonna. You'll see that this, like my little pendant that I have, like it's covered, but you just see my chest kind of go a little bit as I cast Hunter's Mark with my bonus action on the
Okay.
mage. And then I'm going to start do a little stabby stab with the butt of my weapon for non-lethal
Yeah.
damage. So let's see what happens here.
A 13. Do you get the
No,
+2 with your short
no.
swords?
No,
Just
that's
roll.
only for archery.
Archer,
So
yeah.
So an
It's an
11 will miss then.
yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right.
If we're going to fight them, let's try to knock them out. At least they can tell us where they put him.
As you go to, like, as you're bringing the butt of your sword towards this mage, she actually appears, or he, sorry, it's a he, disappears and then reappears 30 feet away, like in front of where the sleds were traveling, and then moves another 30 feet back. She says, he says, I have to agree, you have to stand down here, and he's going to cast Firebolt at you, Zavros.
Fuck his firebolt.
Is it just the one, right? For Firebolt?
Yeah, Firebolt's just 1.
Oh, I need another page here. No. It's only a 11.
Ha! Miss.
As a firebolt whizzes past you.
Is that just like smack it with my sword out of the way?
Yeah. Heinlein.
What's wrong? I thought you believed so much in doing all this for your queen. If you're so entitled to it, why don't you sacrifice yourself instead of the innocents?
It wasn't my turn. I wasn't drawn.
Start volunteering yourself first, so you can make some kind of impression, some kind of leadership for those people who are not in power, who are not choosing to do this. Your leadership is the one choosing to do this, and you're the one enforcing it. If it's something you believe in, go ahead and sacrifice yourself. I'm gonna lay on hands myself with that for my full 15. And then for my bonus action, like I draw my sword, and it starts to almost like you start seeing it starts to sizzle. And for my bonus action, I'm casting Searing Smite, which lets me do stuff with attacking. But that's all I'm doing. So if you're gonna stand down, you should do it now. There only has to be one sacrifice. If you want to sacrifice, you can go ahead and become it. Let us know where that man is. That's my turn.
Very cool. Both of them keep their swords up. Say, we're doing what we were commanded by the town speaker. The rules of the 10 towns were determined. This man knew what he was getting into being here when the lottery happened. And they're both gonna swing on you. First swing. It's a 13, misses. Second swing. Misses. Third swing. Misses.
You need to stick to your basics more. You're missing too much.
Misses.
Gotta find my openings.
They all miss their swings as you're able to block with this newly searing sword. Sister Liliana.
Cool, I need dexterity saves from both of them as
Right, they end their
my
turn.
thing is still there.
That is right, I forget it. They both fail.
Cool, they both take another 6 fire damage.
Alright.
Shoot. I am going to. How far away is the mage?
She is, or I keep saying she. He is 60 feet away from them, and you were roughly 10 feet, so 50-ish. Okay.
Yeah, I'll toss a Sacred Flame at the mage, which is a dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
15.
Okay, so they pass, so nothing happens. But then I'm going to ram my flaming sphere into that same one again that I did the first time. One
Fails.
8 damage to them.
Alright. Orlin.
Alright, I'm gonna run up to the closest guy and try and knock him out with the pommel of my dagger.
Right.
Oh boy. There was somebody knocked down from Liliana's spell? Was that what I heard? Am I going crazy?
No, the sphere just hits them
No.
and does damage. It doesn't knock
Okay,
them down.
for some reason I thought it was a knockdown. Okay, just checking something. All right, yeah, I'm gonna just run up and try and hit him in the back or hit him in the head with the dagger. 17.
Just hits.
Cool. That would be 4 damage.
Alright. So you run up and hit him in the side of the head with this dagger back end. Zavros.
Mage can probably take it a little. Zavros is going to run 30 foot in the direction that the mage was. And he's going to just kind of throw his sword onto the ground, draw his bow, aim at him. And I'm also going to do my Slayer's Prey for this bonus action. And I'm going to fire one arrow at him.
Let me check something quick. I think it's just creature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That works then.
It actually just says one foe.
Oh, there you
It
go.
doesn't even specify creature. Okay, let's do this. See what happens. Now I'll get my +2 on this. There it goes. Come on.
A 14 will hit.
Okay, 14. So let's roll this. So 7, and then here's the 2d6. 14 altogether.
14 total damage. All right, you hit him. I keep saying her. Him with the arrow. As they're getting ready to cast another spell at you.
I honestly don't want to hurt you.
As this arrow hits him, he's like, well, you've made your choice now, and shoots this at you. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
Hey, I'm good at these.
Not
I'm
good
gonna stop
enough.
saying I'm good at these because that's
That's your
what my
curse.
kryptonite. I'm good at these.
It's your watch this.
Yeah. But when I say watch this as Zorag, I always roll high.
Okay, Zavros.
I'm dead.
Let me get some more dice out.
Oh, I got more than that. Let me get my max
Mm-hmm,
HP back up. Kill me, daddy.
It might. What's your max HP?
Just tell me the damage and I'll lie.
What's your max HP?
28.
Okay, I don't think you insta die.
I'm totally down though.
As this spell shoots out, it kind of goes past you a little bit, off to the side, and it impacts the ground, and you almost think you're fine because this thing went flying past you, and then it just as this huge fireball explodes from.
Fucking knew it was fireball. I fucking knew it.
29 damage.
I'm
Fire
down.
damage to you. As Zavros falls, as this explosion of fire knocks him down. Heinlein.
Heinlein, indeed. Seeing this happen. Just need to see how mounted combat works real quick. That's not what I wanted. Join him out. I'm going to have. I'm going to order Belt to start dashing towards the wizard.
All right.
So I think that should probably get me closer, right? Because I think I can move up. I think it's like a 40 speed and then 80
I believe so.
dash.
Yeah, you're gonna take opportunity attacks though.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I will. No, I take that. Okay, go ahead.
So as Velt starts to take off, they're both going to slash at Velt, trying to run away. First one hits Velt. Second one also hits Velt. As Velt takes 14 damage, but is still just barely standing, very haggardly starts running towards this mage.
I think that's all I can do, right? Because I commanded it to move.
Velt, so that only matters if you're making Velt attack. You can have him dash for free.
Okay, it's not very clear in the rules.
Yeah, it's very, very weird ruling.
Because you can either control it or not control it, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, then I will go up there and I will slash at the mage.
Alright.
With my sword.
That'll hit.
I was one off!
Yeah.
So that is plus my Searing Smite.
Yes.
So that's 6. That's segment number 2 shouldn't be there. So it's 19 damage, 6 of which is fire. As I slice.
18 damage, because that +1 is a crit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Takes this hit hard, but is still standing.
Can you not understand? Are you that much of a coward that you must kill others before yourself, even though this is your duty to die? And that's...
It is the guards' turns.
The mage will have to make a Constitution saving throw on his turn too.
Okay.
DC 11.
They will do that on their turn. Actually, I forgot to do something. Oh, okay, cool. But the both of the guards, yeah, they'll take an opportunity from Orland. I don't care. They're going to start moving towards you. You can take your opportunity attack if you like, Orland.
Yeah, if I can target the one that I've already hit, that would be preferable.
Yeah.
Non-lethal. 13?
Misses. They just kind of slap it away as they go to pull out their crossbows and both shoot at Island. That's not a D20. 17 and a 5.
Neither hit.
All right, as these arrows clink off of your armor. Sister Liliana.
I just shout back, you need to look for the joints! I'm commanding them how to fight in the middle of them missing.
Okay, so now with how the guards have positioned themselves, how much distance is between the wizard and the guards?
They would be 30 feet from them.
Okay. Perfect. Excellent.
And Heinlein is in
so
between.
Yes, that doesn't matter. So I am going to run forward, and as I'm running, again, my necklace starts glowing green white light, and I'm going to use my Radiance of the Dawn, and I need a Constitution saving throw from all 3 of them. I'll throw it in chat as well so you can see what it does.
Both of the soldiers fail, and the mage fails.
They only take 9 damage, but that's to all 3 of them.
That could have been so big.
Look.
So in this light, the mage falls, is dead because it's magic. And the other 2
unconscious.
Dead. That's a magic.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't even, like, I tried to argue that with, like, some Searing Light spell I did in Pathfinder, and my DM was like, you just burnt this fucker to a crisp, like, really?
It's fine.
Yeah,
I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah, is this radiant light, right? Harness sunlight banishing
Yes,
darkness.
radiant.
Yeah. Like you can see the pupils just melt out of their eyes melt out of their head as this light radiates through their body and falls.
I'm then going to cause some of that light to coalesce and cast a healing word on Zavros as a bonus action.
It's
Let me
Zavros
die.
gets nothing.
Just let me lay here.
If I lay here, all right, Orlin.
Man, things are taking a turn. So the mage went down. Okay. The one who I've hit a few times, or I hit once with the dagger. Has anybody else hit him? And is he looking bad?
Yeah, he's been hit a few times. He's
By fire.
not looking awful.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna focus down the one that I haven't attacked yet. With a magic missile. At this point, I'm like, fuck it. So magic missile level 2 on the one that I've yet to attack. These are bad rolls. Okay.
Total of 13, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, these 4 missiles impact into his back, but he is still looking to go attack
And-
Island.
It's just those 2 left, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Try to save one, so we can track back to where this Hugo is.
All right. Zavros, you are seeing darkness, and as things begin to coalesce into your vision, you are suddenly brought back to life.
No. I'll have to try to kill myself later. With that, I guess he would kind of just like grab his bow and stand up, like kind of confused on what's going on. I would say he would probably end up spending all of his actions to put his bow back on his back and then pick up his short sword from the ground.
All right. You can do that. Mage, dead. Heinlein.
Einlin. Where'd my character sheet go?
I guess
Alright,
I would
now-
do that. Where's the mage?
I guess he fails his Constitution saving throw, and he's
Yeah, he's-
lit more on fire. Starts burning.
Yeah, just his body laying on the ground just starts on fire.
I'm gonna release. 'Cause I think that's just the next time I hit a character. Okay, so that spell's released. Now I ask you to stand down and let us know where that man is.
You just killed a member of the guard. We're not gonna stand down now.
You attacked us first.
You got in the
Quite
way of our business. We were gonna apprehend you and take you in. And now look what you've done.
You've only brought that on yourself. Now, again, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna have the but if that's your choice, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna slash at the one who is the one who just got hit by the magic missiles. It's gonna be non-lethal, and I'm gonna flip my sword around and hit it with the blunt end as I go by. Let's see if I hit. No, I don't.
You do not. So he just slaps it away again with his hand this time. But I gotta do some rolls over here. Yeah, boy, howdy.
Actually, no, it's an action. Never mind.
And they both drop their crossbows to bring their swords out and swing at you, Heinlein, 4 times. Got a miss and a hit from the first one,
Ooh.
and a miss and a hit from the second one. So, 19 total damage as they slash into you again.
Okay. I see you're picking up the lessons I'm giving you.
It is Sister Liliana's turn.
Okay, I am going to. Can I get to Heinlein from where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Heinlein, and cast Cure Wounds on him at a first level. Don't know why that's not working. It's very annoying.
Your name popped up at least.
Yeah, I don't know what's messed up. Who knows?
Just slash R.
Yeah,
right?
my unmute got there. You get another 7 hit points. And then I'm going to bonus action bring my flaming sphere over as far. It can travel 30 feet. I don't know if that'll be enough to hit one of the guards again.
It will.
Okay, so then another deck save.
They got a 16.
Okay, so they will take another 3 fire damage.
They are still standing. Orlin.
Which one did he just fire at? I mean, she.
She just hit the one that you've been smacking with your knife.
Okay. I'll run up on that one and hit in the back of the head with a dagger. Non-lethal. 19.
Yeah, you hit. You're pretty good with the
6.
You see a trickle of blood come out where you hit him, but he's still standing.
Come on.
Zavros.
As I see Orlin like hit this dude in the back of the head, I'm gonna try and like go up to him and just like hit him like with my short sword.
Okay, everybody's just
right
walking.
in the thread. Just like
Walking up to him, hitting him with the butt of their weapon.
well, hold on a second. Yeah, so before I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action though and do Slayer's Prey on him.
Right. That misses.
Damn, man, what the hell is going on? I've been
Swats
rolling
him
like
Stop trying to hit me with the butt of your
14.
sword.
Oh,
shit.
I think you whispered the roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
lost.
did.
It did miss though. And you use your bonus action, so Heinlein, it is your turn.
We'll ask you once to stand down. We've already taken out 2 of Ariel's minions, and soon it'll be Ariel herself. You can keep cowering as you do. Keep serving this mistress because of how craven you are. Or you can just let this go now. You asked me where I'm from. My name is Heinlein, Sworn Sword of Wormsguard, retainer to the true lord, Sir Baldric Fellhawk the Rose. And I am here to let you know that no longer will people be taken rule of lands that aren't theirs, dominion over people that aren't theirs, and just cowering behind what they're supposed to be doing. With that, as a bonus action, that's my Turn the Tide. So, I'm using my Challenge Divinity. Each creature of your choice that can hear you within 30 feet regains hit points equal to 1d6 plus my charisma modifier if it has no more than half of its hit points. So, I guess any of you who have less than half, including myself, let's see what we get here.
Zavros definitely has less
Yeah.
than half of his health.
So that's going to be 6 health. both of us are going to, at least, we'll get 6 health more. And then I will go and I will try to knock out the one that we've just been hitting. Actually, you know what? I will slash at the one we have not been moving up on. Let's see if that does anything. Does 14 hit?
Misses.
Misses.
All right. That will do this quick, and then they are both going to take up their swords again and swing at you, Heinlein. Oh, Heinlein. That's a 23
Okay,
And
that
a nat
hits.
20 from the first one.
Okay, that hits.
Second one, 18 and a 7.
The 18 hits.
All right, let's
That's my
do
AC.
the non-crit damage first. 9 from 2 hits, and here comes the crit.
2 hits and a crit.
Oh wait, was it just 9? I forgot my roll. We'll leave it at 9. It's whatever.
Okay.
And then the crit does 14.
14. The first one slashes into me, and I'm fine. Like the other 2 hits do as they go after me, but then the crit, they find a weak point in the joints and stab at me, and I slump over unconscious from the pain onto the ground.
Now, do the rest of you stand down, or do we have to take you in as well?
Oh, yes, I give up.
Sister Liliana, it's your turn.
You can absolutely fuck off, because I also need another dexterity saving throw from both of them.
Correct. You're correct on that.
He says that and falls over.
2 nat 1s.
Wow.
6 fire damage to both of them, please.
This guy turns to say, "Are you gonna stand down?" As this fireball just and he falls over, dead. Just burned alive from the back. As there's one guy standing still.
It's not even my turn yet. I'm going to look at this last remaining guy and ask him, 2 of your friends are dead. Would you like to stand down?
Give me a intimidation.
Okay. I'm not terrible. Ooh.
So you can see that his sword is beginning to falter. He doesn't look confident anymore. But he will act on his turn, so you can act as you wish.
I will, like you said his sword like falters or lowers a little bit at least.
Yeah. It looks like he's
Okay,
going to give up, essentially, yeah.
Okay. I will then bonus action use get my flaming sphere like 15 feet away. It's not going away that far, but it's at least not right on his butt anymore. And then I will do a 2nd level cure wounds on Heinlein.
All right. You guys do that. Orland.
I'm gonna just dagger this guy. Non-lethal.
Okay.
Ah, come on.
Finally miss. It clanks off of his armor as he's like going to put his sword down. Zavras.
Yeah, I guess I would
All
knock
right.
him on the head. See what happens.
Oh. 16 misses as well.
What?
Yeah. He's got enough good AC.
Ooh.
Fat.
Mage is dead. Highlight, you are up now.
Kick him in the balls. No.
As I like faltered and like fell unconscious, and like I feel the cold as I wake up, and like somewhat of the warmth and a disappointment of a sigh
I
leaves
thought
his
you were gonna
body.
say the warmth of your piss that left your
And then
body.
he pushes himself up, and he will just try and swing down at this guy. I see you, no matter what, no matter how much sense we try to put into you, you're just a coward for this Ice Queen of yours.
Yeah. That'll hit. But he is still standing.
Oh my god.
With the god dang.
With a crit, yeah, you still say he had a lot of health still. You were kind of focusing the one guy down. Um. Say, just okay. Just stop. Stop hitting. Okay, stop hitting me. Stop. I'll show you where he's at, but you guys better not show your face in Bryn Shander anymore. And I suggest the rest of the 10 towns as well. Word will be spreading of what's happened here.
That
Good.
is
Oh,
quite all right.
All right. So, unless anybody else wants to do anything, then you can hop on your sleds, and he will show you the way.
okay.
I want to take his weapons.
He'll let you do that. His long sword and his short sword and his crossbow. As he leads all of you out into the wilderness. Takes you about well, it's a little bit longer still to get out to where this person is. When you get there, you see he's over there. You can see a figure curled in a ball. It's back to you, with snow starting to cover it.
Got a nice
I would run
character
over-
sheet there, Chris.
Thank you. Just dragging in the
Immediately.
things.
Alright, yeah, you run over.
I'll run with a pelt also, just
Yeah, it seems unresponsive.
you.
I'm gonna start with, just in case, casting Spare the Dying on them.
You put that in chat for me.
Yes. Becomes, if they have 0 hit points, it becomes stable. It doesn't affect them if they're dead.
You cast this.
Does it seem to take effect or
Do,
have any?
You can do an Arcana or religion for you or medicine.
Okay, I can do a medicine check.
Does not.
15?
They seem to be frozen to death.
While they ran over there, I want to have been like, off, telling him to get off the cart.
He gets off. I showed you where it was. What are you gonna do?
Thank you for that. Magic missile level 2.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I mean, you could have just stripped him down and left him out there.
That's what I was actually gonna do.
Yeah, these missiles smashed into his arm. He's stop! What are you doing? He's still alive.
He's still alive.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I like
Cast another one.
I'm pissed. Wait. As I hear this, what's your name?
My name's Gregory.
I'm casting
Gregory.
another one.
No, I was gonna say take off your armor.
Yeah, he starts to take off his armor. Orly, if you're casting another one, you can cast another one.
I'm casting another one.
All right.
10, 14.
He's got personal for
As he
Orlin.
starts pulling his armor off, these missiles again impact into him, and he falls dead.
You didn't deserve a good death like that.
He was just doing his job.
There's no such thing as just doing your job. If you're going to perform an action, you better be doing it because you believe in it. And if you're not, then you're nothing but a craven little worm.
Well,
This
I
man
believe
could've
that
been
no one
spared.
deserves to freeze to death like that. So, not even the worst of the
Clearly,
worst.
they believed it was. They believed in it. And if they believed in it, they could have been the ones to do it themselves.
I think that proves the point that they didn't believe in it. They're just scared.
as they best be.
I imagine Zavros as this kid with his parents arguing over like what's the thing to do.
My favorite thing
got
is
all fucked up in the end.
I think about this every single session. Orlin and I are like the same age in our mid-30s, and you're like twice our age. Aren't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you were like 60-something.
No,
No.
because he's a half elf. He's still.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This whole time I was like,
called him an old man because I'm younger than him.
oh, okay.
So he's like a real wee little baby. Look, even if we were to let him freeze out here, there's no guarantee he would. He could survive, share word around towns that we attacked guards, and then what? What would we do?
Take out every single coward who dares bend their knee to Ariel's tyranny.
Or we go after the tyrant herself.
That's my plan. I have 10 days. In 10 days, I'm expecting the sun to rise again.
"10 days. Why 10 days?
I have some friends who are waiting on me. And I'm afraid that that's... That's how long the magic of the clerics lasts to keep bodies preserved. And I'm looking to preserve them until I can do something about their bodies.
Whose bodies? How many?
Friends of mine.
I can keep bodies preserved.
It's not going to matter because we're going to kill this bitch. And she's going to be dead. Regardless of if I'm here or not. After whatever battle takes place. At least I have it prepped for them. So they can get a proper burial of some sort.
Right.
It's the 10-day dilemma that has me concerned because I don't know if we're going to be able to do that in 10 days.
Why not?
10 days is a very short period of time, and we don't even know where to start.
Not that he can see, but he kind of looks...
There are lanterns from the other... Oh, no, wait. Well, there's one lantern.
Yeah, he look. I mean, in general, it's like, you know, it's not much that he can see. So he kind of looks around. Zavros, when did I meet you?
It was like 4 days ago, right?
I believe it was a couple more. I think it was close.
I think it was like a week.
Yeah,
Because I think I had a week before tonight.
I think it's 7 days is what it was. So our week, but not
Yeah.
Vagrant's
Yeah.
week.
7 days?
And how much have we done in 7 days? How far in 7 days?
I mean, you can travel across Icewind Dale in a short period of time, but it's gathering the clues and finding out what to do that's going to take the longest.
We've already taken out 2 of Ariel's servants. Sefik told me word got around to him pretty fast about our taking out of their friend up in the Lonely Wood. I'm pretty sure they know Sefik's dead. I'm sure they're keeping their eyes out on us. I think they'll come to us if we keep taking out their pawns, keep spoiling their day. They'll come to us.
Sharp, during this
Yes.
time, I want to have moved over to the body and now am combing over it for... It seems like an unnaturally fast time to freeze to death. I want to see if there's like a handprint, like some sort of source of magic that caused it. Footprints leading to the body that weren't belonging to the men.
No, there. Do a medicine check.
21.
21. So, from the time it took of him being stripped down in Bryn Shander, you traveled an hour before you got to these people,
Okay.
because you guys had to go get your axe beaks and stuff. You got to the people within an hour. You fought them. Then you had to travel further, and he's naked in negative 49 degrees Fahrenheit weather.
Okay.
So, he's just barely was able to hold on as long as he did. Actually,
Gotcha.
he did make one con save, I will say. But he got
yeah,
all.
yeah.
So
I forgot that they
so-
stripped him down in the town, not out there.
Yep.
I
They
thought they
stripped him down
stripped
the
him
town
out there.
and died of level 6 exhaustion.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So normally, when he would have held a little longer, but just because he didn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
But with plans being laid to find Ariel the Frostmaiden, we're going to check in on somebody else really quick. As we see two figures moving through the mountains. Axel, you've been traveling for 2 days straight now with Shinar, heading back to Worm Doom Crag, the home of the Thunlockalaga Goliath tribe. And as you start to ascend the mountainside, you begin to see the telltale sign that you are returning home, as the large skeleton of a white dragon lay before you, leading up to the mouth of a cave. You continue walking upwards, and you come past the field that is a prominent feature of this Goliath tribe. It is what's known as the Goat Ball Field. And you can see a few Goliaths playing this game as they stand on pillars and hurl this ball made of goat hide at each other, trying to knock each other off the pillars. They stop as soon as they see you and Shinar approaching, and they all stand in silence as they watch you. And I assume you continue to walk past. Keep walking towards the cavern opening. And greeting you there are two Goliath guards. Who's approaching?
Oh shoot! Hold on, I have my full name. Give me a second. Dang it! I need this. Hold on. He has a name. It's not just
back to the group.
Axel.
I thought you were like telling the guards to hold on, and you were like searching around, like you had to write down your full name. It's like, let me find where I'm
It's tattooed somewhere over here. I just
Da. I don't think I would ever say his full name.
I might have it somewhere more accessible as well.
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
I am Uthal Axelbreaker Katholaga. I have come with Ogalagi Orc Splitter Thunlaka.
And from behind these two within the cavern, you see, because you can see in the dark, as this older Goliath approaches, and for being a female Goliath, she is taller than these two male guards, taller than you even. You see her as she approaches the telltale goat skin shawl that she wears, and these rake mark scars across her face. She says, I knew this day would come. I didn't think it would be this soon, that Axel Breaker would return to the Thunlockalaga tribe. What brings you back here? As he freezes.
Stares deeply into his eyes.
Yeah. Let's see
He's
if
too
I
used to
can...
communicating with telepathy. with Neil.
telepathy. I will also describe. She is carrying a great axe. The axe, like the handle of the axe, is made out of a bone of a white dragon. And she's got her hair is shaved into where it's two down the side, one down the middle, and then comes back into a ponytail. Her white hair in her old age. And hopefully we get him back soon. Cool. Very cool.
Don't know. Hold on. Maybe I can do something. No.
Save him, Grizz. Save him.
Just a moment, everyone.
Just a
Bear
moment.
with us. Let's see what I can do with my magics. Alright, let me change us to US. Wait, West? Is he in the West?
He's in the east.
He's in the East? Okay, I'll switch to US East. See if that works.
He might just be full gone, which is unfortunate, but that we can just cut it there too and continue on with that conversation. Just ask what his purpose is. So yeah, she'll say, "What is your purpose coming back here so soon?" And that is where we will cut for this session. Unfortunately, we'll pick up with what he says next time. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back. We'll be back here next week on Wednesday. With more Rime of the Frostmaiden. We'll get the rest of that conversation with Axel. Before then, be sure to check out all these kids. Grizlocke, Bumbleskum, TommieTaco, and Dr. Phage. And Dyto will be back with us next week. Are we missing somebody next week, or is that 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. Cool. Oh,
There he is.
as soon as he comes back.
Yeah, that's okay. We can pick up that conversation next week.
Yeah,
That's a good cliffhanger,
it's
I
a good-
think.
That's a good cut. So, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.